Oh my golly.
So that's pretty nice ginger. I mean, it truly is. For us, that's the nicest ginger we've ever grown. Alright, this will be part 2 of the video garden tour. So this bed here, if you remember correctly, it was a flower bed. We pulled a bunch of weeds out of it, and we had a bunch of tomatoes and some cantaloupes and stuff left over. We just threw them in the ground more or less. So basically, the only thing that's doing really good over here is the tomatoes. The tomatoes are doing really well. Tomatoes there, up there.
I never thought of looking.
Yeah, there's a lot here, and I'm sure there's going to be tomatoes next year. There's going to be tomatoes out to your yin yang, but because we didn't pick hardly any of them. We got them once or twice, but for the most part, they just fall to the ground and they are what they are. And these tomatoes look extremely healthy too. I mean, it's insane how
nice and green.
Nice and green they are. And this, just like I said in that video long ago, it's just a flower bed that we had for years, and we just kept adding wood chips, wood chips, wood chips. We never did anything to this soil other than the wood chips. So. But there is.
Look how green! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they look good. This one here is. Yeah, see how that one back here got good, and there's going to be tomato weeds growing right there next year out the yin yang, which that's fine. It doesn't matter a whole lot. Here's a bunch of cherry tomatoes that's ripe and ready to pull. We should have picked those, but we didn't. That's which is fine. It's not a big deal. This thing here, and I don't know why. We have, I don't know how many of these, 4 or 5 of them, and they never bloom.
They used to.
And I don't know what the deal is with them. They're huge.
There are ever-blooming hydrangeas.
These things are huge, but they don't bloom. We dug one up years ago when my mother died and put it at her grave, and that one blooms constantly. Insane how, and they get nice big beautiful blue blooms on it, flowers on it. But all of them from here, pretty much since then, they don't flower for some reason. I've tried letting them go, I've tried pruning them back, I've tried everything, and they just will not bloom. But I guess it doesn't matter a whole lot. Mom's blooms, I guess that's really all that makes any difference. They're still pretty. And we've still got weeds too. They come back with a vengeance, but that's all right. I think next summer our chickens will be in this bed. I'm pretty sure we're going to make this their summer bed and just move their house back and forth. And then we'll make compost, just make compost in this bed and not worry too much about the stuff.
So they can eat the extra tomato plants that come on.
Extra tomato plants, they can eat the weeds that come up, they can scratch through eat the worms and whatever they want to eat. I don't know if they'll eat these yuccas or not, but they may, who knows.
Stab them.
They are pretty sharp. They can actually come down to here, and they actually have been in that area.
Yeah, they have.
They've eaten some tomatoes they dug at.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them right now, right up there, if you can see them or not.
Ah.
You can see them or not, right there. In the garden area.
Did you see we have a flower on the thing down here?
I did see that, actually. Yeah. Some kind of squash, I don't know which kind.
Yeah. Cutie Pie gonna come down?
Nope. Cutie Pie's not.
Oh, but here comes Mr. Waddler.
Mr. Waddler. No crow? No?
He's like debating whether he wants in or not, but he can't.
They can't get in the garden.
Yeah. They see some goodness in there, but what are you doing, Houdini? Yeah. We got grass. Could sit and watch these chickens for a long time.
Yeah, they're neat to watch.
And back to Dale.
And back to Dale. So this here is, I thought I cut these down.
You did.
Must have came back since then. Anyways, this is where our other potato patch was, and I just got rye in this. The other thing in here is, I think all I put in this was rye and radishes. I don't think I put anything else in this bed, but it's got beans coming out, so I did have some old bean seeds in there, didn't I?
Yeah.
That is right, I forgot about that.
And the grass is coming in.
Well, that's grass is the rye.
Yeah.
That's what that
Oh,
is.
okay.
Rye.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an annual rye though. It'll die off.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's more tomatoes and wild lettuces and weeds out the yin yang. That's all right. And there's been apples falling from the apple tree, and it looks like a deer was in there eating the apples, and they ate the hostas down.
Yes.
But that's what they do.
Or did you do it?
I don't think they did. They did it out.
They got out once.
Well, yeah. They do get out once in the blue moon, but not very often. If you all remember correctly, this here is the area where we had a bunch of these gingers left over, so we just put them in the ground. And they're growing pretty well. They're not growing, spreading like I wish they would. They're doing all right.
We'll be pulling them.
We'll be pulling them in a few weeks. Yeah, this near seems to be doing all right. It's got some babies on it. This near's got a couple babies on it.
Okay.
So they're doing all right, but they're not. Yeah. But they'll be all right till the first frost. See, this year was carrots and beets, and whenever they come out, we put ground cover down or cover crop down. It's got the same stuff all the rest do. It's got the radish and the hairy vetch and all that. It's not doing the best, but it gets shaded out for some reason. I'm not sure why this corn shadows this stuff. This corn's huge. I'm not real tall, but this stuff here is huge.
Yeah, I can't get your hand
Sure
clear up to the top.
I'm sure you can. Let me back all the way back up.
How tall you think it is?
Oh my, I don't even guess.
Oh my gosh.
The top of my hand's probably 7-ish foot to the tip. So you're probably 12 foot, 10 to 12 foot, I guess, somewhere in there.
10 to 12 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that corn got crazy.
So next year when chickens are there, you can just throw the weeds in, you ain't gotta worry about it. This corn here is Jimmy Red. We got it off Haas Tools as well at the Homestead of America Conference. And I don't know how the ears are going to do, but they all look pretty good and full for the most part.
There you go. There's a turning red.
Yeah, it's red corn. It's for grain. We're going to grind it up. We're going to grind it up into cornmeal. It's definitely ripe. This here is ripe. There's no doubt about it. We're going to grind up the cornmeal. If we like it, great. If we don't, then the chickens will eat it. So either way, it's either our food or chicken feed, one or the other. This bed here was the same. It was beets. This bed here was beets
And carrots.
Carrots. I need to put a cover crop in it. I hadn't yet. This was our first. This in here was our first green bean patch. And whenever they were done producing, I mowed them to the ground and I put the cover crop in them. And the beans actually come back, and some of the cover crops coming in, but that's fine. We can use the beans as cover crop too. It doesn't really matter. But as far as that goes, weeds can be too. They're just harder to get rid of.
I've actually harvested a couple beans off of the new plants that came back.
And they're flowering right now too. So which is fine. That's fine.
It's crazy. You mow them down, they come back.
Yeah. This here was spinach on this one. And whenever it was done, I mowed it down, and then I put zucchinis in it, and then they wasn't necessarily done per se, but we got rid of them because we was tired of eating them, and they weren't. Everybody at the market had them, so nobody was buying them anymore. So we got rid of the zucchinis. I need to get a cover crop in here too, but I almost don't want to put a cover crop in these 2 beds yet until these green beans are finished. So, in the bean season, it'll be over. I don't know. We only got 3 more weeks in the market, so, and we don't need no more beans. We got 40 pints in the pantry right now, and we just had some for lunch. When we got back from the market, we had corn on the cob and green beans for lunch. So, and it was delicious. There's no doubt about it.
Our own fresh beans and our own fresh corn.
Yes, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat homegrown, fresh, good food. Especially when you know what it is. We don't spray nothing or anything like that, so we know what we had was healthy. Everything was healthy for us and healthy for the soil. So then that last bed over there, it's kale and Swiss chard. As you can tell, the kale's doing pretty good. The chard, we're still getting chard off of it. So, I mean, and we sell out of that every week. We probably have 10 or 15 bundles a week that we take of each, and we always sell out of them. So, which is good. That's a good thing. So, and I don't know what they're racing for, but they're racing for something.
I think the rooster was chasing
Yeah,
them.
I'd say you're right. Mr. Ostrich was wanting some. He got 14 to choose from. I don't know why he'd have the same one all the time, but he does.
And there he goes.
Yeah. The apple trees you can see clear over there in the back end. Like I said earlier, we're going to make applesauce probably next weekend. We'll probably only do 10 or 15 pints. We ain't going to do a whole lot of them. And the one lady that bought some apples off of us last year, she asked if we was going to have applesauce apples again, and we will. So there you go, Mr. Ostrich. You tell them.
So we'll have
those. We're going to pick those. She's coming Friday to pick them up here, so we'll have them for her.
And then we'll have if anybody else wants.
If anybody else wants some applesauce apples, we'll have. So.
Yep.
Yeah, after we do ours, we'll probably only do to get 14 pints or so. It'll probably only be.
He wants in the video.
He does, don't he? It'll probably only be, I would guess, probably a peck or peck and a half of apples is all we're going to use. Those apples aren't good to eat. They're just for applesauce. They do make really good applesauce.
We froze applesauce
a couple
2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. So, right now we're going to take you up and give you a cattle panel update because it's doing really well. So we'll take you up and show you it. Alrighty, so this is our cattle panel. We ain't got the plastic on yet, but we'll be putting it on probably towards the end of October. We'll put the plastic back on. We do got a bunch of winter crops that I'll show you in another video that we're going to plant in here. And I'll probably put those in while the tomatoes are still up. And so our tomatoes are still doing good. They're getting old and weathered. They've produced a lot of tomatoes. We've gotten, I don't even know how many tomatoes, cherry tomatoes that we've gotten. The turmeric, it's starting to grow fairly well. I'm kind of disappointed in how it did this year, but I don't know what it looks like underground. So who knows? It might be.
It might be super.
It may be super. I don't know. The gingers, they're doing great. Matter of fact, if you come on over here and look, I'll pull one out and show you how they look. I'll pull this one here. It looks pretty good. See how many is on that? That all came from one piece. You just grab and pull it out of there.
So nice and easy to pull.
That's all you gotta do to them, is pull them like that. And that right there.
Wow.
Smells and looks
divine.
Oh my lands. That all came from that piece right there. That was the seed right there. And that seed's still good. You could replant that seed right there right now and it would take back off. Of course it won't here because it'll freeze, but
we'll take it in.
We'll take it in and yeah.
But that's what it all started from.
Right, it all started from that. So that's not a bad ginger for us. These have been in the ground since, I'm not sure, but I'll put a video out when I planted these. I'm not sure when it was. That's all there is to it. And then just spray them off with the garden hose and they're ready,
Hold them
to
up
go.
Straight.
Like that.
Oh my golly.
So that's pretty nice ginger. I mean, it truly is. For us, that's the nicest ginger we've ever grown. We took a fair many to the farmer's market this morning and they sold out in no time, which is great.
And we'll be taking till
the end of the market.
Yeah.
Then we'll probably
We'll probably have them for sale throughout the
Yeah, we'll
winter.
probably have something for sale throughout the winter, but it's hard to beat fresh ginger.
Oh, it smells so nice.
It does.
And I gnawed on it when we was picking it last
There was
night.
a guy today that bought some off of us, and he broke a piece of it off and started eating it.
Just as he was walking through the
Yeah,
market.
he was walking through the market, he was eating it.
And it's so fresh. It's not the bitter that you get in the store.
No, it's not like eating that. That's what you buy that well. This came from Hawaii, but it's not. This is what you get in the stores. It's definitely not like that. That you got to peel to eat. This here's just eat it.
Yeah, it don't have the coating stuff on it.
Yeah, it's not cured.
Yeah.
It won't. This around here, ginger won't cure like that. It's got to grow 2 years before it'll get hard to do that. You can't grow it that long here. You can only get from probably March. I think we planted them in pots in March. We put them in the ground here probably in April or May. Probably April, I think. And yes, they've been in there since April. And if you could grow them longer, I mean, it's insane how much ginger you could actually grow. So anybody wants to grow ginger, you need to definitely do it. You can go to your local grocery store and buy organic ginger and probably plant it. It would work. But this year came from the biker dude out of Hawaii.
And it has to be the organic.
It has to be organic. Well, yeah. When you
If
buy,
you get
when
it
you
from
buy
the
it
store.
from him, it is organic. But if you don't buy organic from the store and you want to just get ginger and grow it, it won't grow because it's like potatoes. They put some kind of chemical on them so they won't reproduce. So, but that's ginger. That's really nice. Oh, I don't know if I'll harvest it all at one time. I might do a one-off harvest and just do a video on that too. So stay tuned for it. You'll probably see it probably in about a week and a half. You'll see me do that. So anyhow.
And it's an easy crop if you want to get into an easy crop, and it's good for you too.
The only bad thing, if you're doing it for a home scale, you would need to go in with friends to get it, because when you order from the biker dude, you got to buy 5 pounds at a time, which is fine for us because we sell the ginger in the spring, we sell plants in the spring, and we plant a bunch of them. So 5 pounds to us ain't too bad, but you wouldn't want 5 pounds for your own personal growth.
Oh no, that'd be way too much.
So split it with your friends if you want to buy some, or look us up in the spring if you're local. We'll sell it to you. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up here. We got a bunch of videos coming out. We've been so busy we hadn't made videos for a while. So yeah, we got a bunch we want to do. We got some seeds we need to harvest. We got a patio we're destroying. We got lots of stuff going on. Chickens, they've been there for a week, and the last video I put out was them over where they were before, and that was at least 2 weeks ago since I taped it, but I just put it out the other day. So anyhow, this is going to be the end of part 2 on the garden tour. There'll probably be a part 3, but it'll be in a week or so. I'll video it more on what we're doing here for winter. So, join me again. Take care and God bless.